what's up, y'all? It is chilly in the desert this morning. Man. Whew. Go from 130 to 50 like that. Well, I decided to get up again, not as early as last time, to go work out. Today, the gym is closed, so I'm gonna head out to a park and do some walking. Actually, I'm gonna do some little hiking on this trail, one of my favorite trails here. So I wanted to come and just talk on my way. Day number 2 of taking everything back, my rebound, healing in the desert. And I'm just happy that today, again, when I got up, I got conscious in the back, right in the front of my mind, it was like, go find a way to work out. So I called my gym. I thought they were closed, and they are. And so I said, hey, what's the next option? I could work out with my few weights at home, my jump rope, which is actually my favorite workouts, is my jump ropes and kettlebells. I don't have a kettlebell at home. But that's my favorite workout. Jump ropes, kettlebells, and push-ups. Those are my favorite things to do. And probably in 4th place would be squats, which you can do with kettlebells also. So today I don't really have a lot in my mind other than just let me go out and put in at least 35, 45 minutes, maybe an hour of this little hike. The terrain kind of goes up and down. I'll show you guys some of that, I hope, and just gonna go from there. It's all about today. I'm only thinking about winning my morning. I mentioned that last time, and I really kind of like that, and I want to stick with that. Just winning my morning. That's all today is about. I'm not able to go into the studio this entire week, y'all. I'm biting, chomping at the bit. Like, man, I got to get back to the studio. I want to get finished, but this is a very busy week. It's a week that people go visit their families and all that, so I'm not even trying to make that happen. Oh, and I got this little makeshift tripod. It's not really a tripod, but I got something that's holding my phone up for me today. I hope it's not shaking too bad. This old truck of mine, hey, we doing the best that we can. But I'm happy because I'm up with the sunrise, and again, I'm gonna try to squeak in about an hour. I may end up doing some push-ups at the end, maybe some jumping jacks, who knows. But it's all about getting up. I'm working towards my goal, which is just feeling the best that I can feel. Now, speaking of feelings, I feel that workout that I had yesterday, even though that workout was not anything grueling or anything like that, I'm trying to tell y'all, my body feels that. When I got up today, my hamstrings, I can feel it. I can feel it in my shoulders. I did a few things. I can feel that little brief workout. And I'm happy. And that's one reason why I'm happy I'm doing some cardio today, because I get to just kind of work my body out, work out some of the kinks. And I'm not trying to hurt myself. And I'm not trying to get it all back in one day, in 1 week, right? I'm just, man, one workout, one morning at a time. That's what I'm doing. That's it. One workout, one morning at a time. That's what's happening for me right now. And I'm excited about that, y'all. I'm excited about that. And in your own personal life, you know, if you're looking at this and you're like, man, you know, I want to get myself in better shape or in discipline, I would say just take it one part of your day at a time. Like I said, my whole thing is winning my morning. If I can win my morning, I believe I can win my afternoon, I can win my evening, I can win my night. That's how I look at it, win my morning. And somebody said, well, what happens if you go to the park and it's closed? But I still won mentally because I got up to go to the park. So no matter what is going to happen when I get down there, because I didn't call and didn't find out if they were closed or not, and they could very well be closed. I didn't even think about that. If they are, you know, I still went. I still got up. That's the biggest part of this. I still got up to go see. And I'll be finding out in about 20 minutes. I wish I had thought of that before I left. To be honest with y'all. But it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go anyway. This is just going to help me. It's going to simply help me. And I'm just excited. I can see myself right now, you know, on those trails, walking, putting in those couple of miles. I see myself, you know, being able to breathe, working on my lungs. I see myself, you know, envisioning what I want to do for my music, what I want to do for, you know, photo shoots. See, I use these times of getting out, not just for working out, but it's also a time that I can have, you know, a space or a sanctuary to be able to think. Look at how my tripod did me, y'all. Y'all see that? My tripod betrayed me. My tripod betrayed me, y'all. What's up with that? I told y'all these bumpy roads in my old truck. Oh, we gonna get the job done. Tripod betrayed me, y'all. So anywho, this is the time that I think about things. This is the time that I get an opportunity to say, okay, you know, how do I want to arrange this part of my life? Gives me an opportunity to put out things and look at how I responded to stuff, how I dealt with stuff. Did I do a good job? You know, things that I need to correct or improve, whatever you want to put it. Yeah, that is what this is all about. Yep. But I'm excited to be up. I could be laying there in the bed just saying, hey man, I deserve this, which I do deserve the rest. But I know me, I'm not gonna lay in the bed for too long because I can't lay in the bed for too long anyway. So I may as well get up and do something constructive with my time. Do something that I'm gonna look back on and say, you know what, that was a good investment of my time. So that's what I'm doing right now, y'all. Jumping on this highway. Hopefully my tripod will hold up because it shouldn't be shaking as much on the highway out here. And we'll see where it goes. Man, I love when I get to the point in my life where my body and my mind starts connecting, right? Sometimes the body and the mind are on two opposite ends of the spectrum, right? Always, you know, it's just don't do this, don't do that. The body wants to eat anything, drink anything, stay up all times of night, not be disciplined. The mind is saying that this is what you need to do. But it's a beautiful thing when your body and your mind starts connecting, when you're like, you know what, we start syncing up. And that's what's happening with my life right now. It's like my mind and my body is craving this new thing. I practice fasting a lot. I haven't done that in the last, you know, 2 or 3 months. And I can tell that my body and my mind is like, you know, it's time to fast. And that's kind of like the prelude. I cut my hair off. One of my friends said, man, I can always tell when you get ready to start fasting, you cut your hair off. And that is true. I'll shave my head, and because I'm in that mode of shedding, I don't know why I don't think about it consciously, but one of my friends said, I always know when you get ready to start something with your body because you end up shaving your head bald, you know. And you know, I wanted to grow my hair up, but part of my hair wasn't working with me. And I think I got frustrated one day and I just said, forget it. Who knows? I may try one more time. I may just stay with the Samuel L. Jackson, the MJ for a little while. I don't know. My hair grows fast and everywhere, but in every place except for where I wanted to grow fast at. And we'll see how I deal with this going forward. Yeah. But anyway, that's a whole another subject. So when the mind and the body starts getting together and they're like, hey, you need to take some time off. You need to take some time to start taking care of business. I love it because I can feel it. A lot of times when I, in the beginning when I started fasting, I would just go cold turkey, right? I wasn't preparing myself. And sometimes I suffer some things because I didn't prepare myself. I didn't see my body giving me those signs. And so as time has gone on, I started noticing that my body wanted me to slowly but surely pull away from things But I started realizing that if I wasn't convinced in my mind that it was time to do it, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to be successful. And so something that I started doing is I started noticing, okay, this is a pattern. Whenever my body starts saying, I started feeling weird in the sense of like, I don't like this food right now, because there's some times where I may be loving food, right? I may be loving a certain thing. And then there'll come a time where I'm like, I don't want this. I don't care for this. I don't want meat right now. Meat disgusts me. And so I get to this point, I'm like, oh, I know what's happening. My mind and my body is saying it's time for you to go on a fast. That's what's happening. And so instead of jumping right into the very next day, not eating any meat or whatever, no processed foods or whatever the case may be, I'm learning to, number one, listen to myself. And number two, I start putting in the good stuff. So I've learned when it comes to fasting and things like that, I start putting in the good stuff. I start eating more raw fruits and raw vegetables and drinking way more water, which I need to drink more of. I start putting in the good stuff, then the good stuff starts pushing out the stuff that my body really don't need, the toxic stuff. And I find myself over a couple of weeks or months or so starting that process. Okay, it's time to clean out. It's time to detox. And then eventually I'll set a date, and then I'll say, okay, I'm not eating this after this date. And then slowly but surely I'll get to that date. And when I get there, most of the time, sometimes I need extended time, but a lot of times I get to that time and I'm ready to go. So I don't do the cold turkey thing a lot. It's a process. You gotta plan it. You gotta plan it ahead, in my opinion, to be successful in this, because I've been there in whole cold turkey thing, and it really didn't work for me. And I don't want to do that anymore, because I think like sometimes it may do more harm than good. Again, just my opinion. And that's pretty much that, guys. That's where I'm at on that. I think I have 2 more exits before I get off of the highway. And when that happens, I'm gonna come back to you guys a little bit later. But I just kind of want to talk about, where I'm at. This is what I'm thinking about. This is how I do what I do. And I'm starting to rebuild stuff. I'm starting to re-engage myself. It feels good. And I know that if I keep going, what the reward is for me. The reward is I'm going to feel good. I'm going to look good. All those other things, right? That is what I know is going to happen. As I go down this road, as I start doing this, putting the little pieces together, I'm anticipating feeling good, looking good, smelling good, living good. That's what I'm working on right now. Okay, so you have to have some type of expectation for yourself. You got to have some type of thing of why are you doing this. That's important to me, and that's something that I say in all walks of life. You got to have your why. What is your why? Because if you're just getting out here doing stuff, to me, without a why or a reason, you'll be sometimey. You'll work out sometimes, and sometimes you won't. You'll eat right sometimes you won't. To me, when I get my why, I'm set. I know what I'm doing. Like right now, it's like music and the release of my new music and what I'm doing and doing video podcasts and all that stuff. Man, I don't want to be on the camera looking, super puffy. I don't want to be looking puffy on the camera. I don't want to be looking like I'm inflamed on the camera. I do not. And I want to be able to talk about this journey. To me, when I eat right and when I work out, it's another thing also that I can talk about when it comes to my music and my life, because, this is a part of my life, and this is something else I can share other than just talking about the music. My music. People get tired of that. If people can't get anything out of that, if you're doing an interview, this is what I'm learning. Excuse me. If I'm doing an interview and people can't pull anything out of that interview other than just the fact that they think that all I'm trying to do is sell them some music or trying to persuade them to go stream a song, then some people will be turned off. But if people can find some type of inspiration from my life, maybe they will listen to a song, maybe they won't. But the next time they see a notification with my name on it or something like that, maybe they'll click on it because I have something to say that is trying to help inspire them to do the things, to do their purpose, right? So I want to do more than just sell music. I mean, it's like I'm really doing music for me, in the sense that it's just something that I love to do. I don't want to have to sell myself. I know people like to listen to music and people like to download music and do all that, stream music. But if you know, if they like me, or they like my story, or they feel like my story is interesting, maybe they'll check for me, you know. But if all they're getting is just my story, I think that's good enough. Whether they support the music or not, that's my opinion. That's really my opinion. So, hey y'all, I'm gonna get on this mountain. I'm gonna show you guys a little footage, hopefully, of where I'm at. And yeah, today's a good day. All right, coming to the park. Now it's the moment of truth. Pray to God the park is open. It is! Yes! Yes! The park is open. Man, I'm so happy. Woo! Get to work out today. Man, I'm so thankful. I think I'm gonna go live. Y'all, I'm so excited. The park is open. I get a chance to go out, stretch my legs, put in some miles. Come roll with me.